everyone, welcome back to another episode of Arccc Insights. As you can see, today I'm based in Arc Spaces 1 Marina Boulevard again, but I'm actually going to interview one of our members based in KL to share with you a story of how a traditional business has managed to keep up with the times using innovation. So, if you have an interesting brand story to tell and you want to learn to keep up with the times as well, this is a very interesting episode for you to listen to. So, join me to find out more. Okay, so as you know, today we are all gonna hear from you about how our Weng Koh Hainan Tea, right, has managed to come such a long way, catering its products to the modern world. So shall we kick off by sharing with us and the audience more about yourself and our Weng Koh as a business?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Today, thank you for having me to share about a traditional brand that more than 50 years,
Our pleasure.
Weng Koh. Yeah. Weng Koh is a pioneer Hainan tea brand based in Malaysia, and we also a collective memory of many Malaysians, especially those from Kuala Lumpur. In 1960, we started our first hawker store in KL by my grandfather, Mr. Tan Chek Kai, who came from Hainan Island in China. Like most of the Hainanese immigrants landed on the Nanxiang shore in those years. He started his livelihood by providing catering services to those colonial government officers. And because the influence he received from the mixed culture environment, he created a special beverage called Hainan tea. Yeah. And the special taste of the Hainan tea has gained fame over the years for us and become a foundation of successful for our Weng Koh.
I
Yeah.
see, I see. That sounds like
Mm,
some interesting history back there from
mm,
the
mm,
1960s, yeah?
yeah.
So all of us actually at Arc
Mm,
Spaces know that you and our Weng Koh Hainan Tea have actually came a long way from the traditional roots of the business to this point, as you have
mm,
mentioned just now. So
mm,
we also heard that you have also opened up the e-commerce front to
mm,
serve the online
mm,
crowd, right? So
yeah.
how did the transformation of traditional brick and mortar business to online
Mm.
e-commerce business take place for our Weng Koh, and what are the challenges that you have faced?
Basically, we are not only open up for the e-commerce.
Mm-hmm.
We have evolved from time to time based on the market trend,
I see.
and we managed to open up the FMCG line.
Mm.
And you are right. We did face different challenges at different stages. One of the most challenging obstacles was like how do we transform a cup of traditional Hainan tea into a retail pack? About that, we actually took more than 3 years to overcome the challenge.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Hainan tea is neither coffee nor tea. It's actually a combination of both. At the same time, it's not called cham or yin yang. Hainan tea is a blend of black tea together with Arabica and also Robusta coffee bean.
Mm.
And the unique experience when you drink a good cup of Hainan tea comes from the well-balanced recipe that also enhance the fragrance of the black tea.
Mm.
So from a single sip, you will tend to feel the coffee aroma first and followed by the intense flavor of the secure milk tea. Yeah, such a perfect conclusion has been known to us and also our consumer that it leaves you a great aftertaste that you only can experience from the authentic Hainan tea that has been passed down from my grandfather.
I
Yep,
see.
and as you know, as a traditional barista or master, they actually have their own style of SOB, which is a difficult to copy it. Furthermore, coffee and tea have their own unique taste of the brew, and when you mix them together, it is a kind of difficult to make it balanced.
Mm.
And for us, we have been very consistent on the try and error processes. We find different types of coffee bean and also the tea leaf to ensure the taste and also the quality to be similar to the recipe from my grandfather.
I see.
And in those 3 years of R&D, we have always been relying on my mom taste bud and also the experience to QC the product. And she is our product quality control supervisor now. Yeah, every time also I have to let her to try.
That is very, very interesting. So yeah, 3 years is
Yeah,
definitely a very long time. I believe
yeah,
that there's been a lot of hard work going on behind the scenes,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, correct.
also our side. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I believe KL there's also like a franchise called Papa Reach. So it has reached to
Yeah, yeah.
Singapore,
Separation
right?
Old Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there has
Mm,
been this very popular beverage called Charm. So I've always
mm.
been thinking whether Weng Koh Hainan Tea is something like Charm, but when you mentioned that it is not
Not
HK
chum.
In Yong, it's not Charm, right? Then
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very curious to taste it one day, definitely.
Mm.
Yeah. So
Actually, chum and also Hong Kong Yin Yang is just a different taste also.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something like latte and cappuccino. There's a different level of the coffee, water, and also the milk. Yeah, correct.
So
Yeah.
okay,
Then chum, yin yang, and Hainan tea is the same thing.
I
It's a
see.
different taste, different level.
So
Yeah.
the
They are
concept
good.
applies, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because
Understood.
Malaysia, in those years also British culture. It's the same with Hong Kong, yin yang. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
Now
came from
that
the
makes sense.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sort of
Mm.
got influenced by those beverages as well.
Yeah.
I understand.
Correct.
Totally makes sense.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, I understand that Awenko is also like a household name, right, with a rich
Mm.
heritage and history, as we have mentioned from those questions. And
Mm.
from what you mentioned earlier, there was like 3 years worth of business research and recipe
Mm.
experiments to bring the business to the next level, right? Which was certainly very hard work. Yeah. And
Mm.
what actually inspired such an initiative, and who was involved besides you and your mom?
Basically, the entire family was involved, and all of us really wanted to inherit their efforts and also the achievement of our grandfather
Mm,
to make the business relevant to the next generation and at the same time uh, retains its authenticity.
I
Yes.
see.
So following the change of the time and era, our Wingko Hainan Tea no longer become just a cup of a good beverage. We are also a brand that reflects nostalgia, habits, lifestyle, and also the culture of Kuala Lumpur.
Mm,
Most of our customer and supporters have already made it as a part of their daily lifestyle. You can tend to see them drop by our store every day for a cup of Hainan tea, for breakfast, or just simply hang out to chit chat with my parents and their friends before starting their brand new days. Yeah,
mm,
so yeah, this happening at our shop every morning. And the daily morning scenes reflect a simple but a very localized lifestyle and culture in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah,
mm.
and today we also become one of their must-visit tourist spot in KL, in Kuala Lumpur. And we have a lot of tourists around the world dropping by our shop just to taste a cup of the original Hainan tea and also experience the authentic lifestyle in Kuala Lumpur.
Mm,
So due to this all demand, support, and the mission we wanted to achieve as a family, all of us were inspired to work towards expansion, innovation to move forward with the times. We want to let our grandfather's legacy live on. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, it's all about the
Mm.
family, right?
Yeah, it's a family. Everything is a family.
Nice, nice, nice.
So
So,
never got after work. Every day also work.
oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I believe it's still very hard work, definitely. Yeah.
Mm,
So,
mm.
also, have you ever considered whether too much innovation might actually destroy the heritage and completely change our Wingo to a totally different business?
Basically, what we are doing now is expanding and
Okay.
also evolving instead of a total change.
Mm,
We strategize our evolution and expansion plans based on the market trend, like how our shop is right now. The atmosphere and how we run it has never changed. Every cup of the Hainan tea is still handmade and prepared by my mom and also my brother.
mm,
And even the toast and butter are still hand cut by my father. We didn't rely on any machine. Yeah.
oh,
However, at the same time, we are fully aware that we must grow and move forward in different stage of our life, or else we will become irrelevant and phase out in the market. So, in view of the pandemic issue in these 2 years, there were also no domestic and international tourists due to the lockdown. Moreover, dine-in is strictly prohibited. This also serves as a reminder to us that we cannot stick with the traditional way and need to move forward to survive.
Mm.
To me, innovation does not mean that company's heritage will be destroyed. I see it more as an opportunity to actually enhance and protect our heritage in a different way.
Mm.
Yeah,
Understand.
we still insist on retaining the originality and also the quality of the creation our late grandfather has left behind for us, while we exploring the endless opportunities to expand and improve through innovation. We still
Mm.
insist the originality. Yeah,
I see. That's interesting.
yeah,
So
mm,
yeah, definitely I sense some still there's some traditional elements left over
mm,
still. So
yeah, yeah.
I'm also quite curious. Um, how come your father still insists on using hand cut methods rather than the machine one? Does it really like retain the taste of it, or you know what's
I
his
think
point?
it's taste also one of the issue because when you hand cut, you can control the texture
I
and
see.
also the timing.
Okay.
Yep. So even though machine also can set, I know, but then if you had you hands on about the product when you're processing everything, then you, I think it's a hard the what
Mm.
the hard when you're doing. If you all everything relying on the machine, you just leave it that there's not a human touch issue inside that. Yeah.
Understand. Yeah, no wonder there
Mm,
has been also other sort of traditional cafes who still retains
mm.
traditional cutting
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
methods.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
You still got issue there for the taste also.
Something technology cannot replace. There's no heart in
Yes,
technology.
yes. Yeah. Human touch is a thing that technology cannot replace. Is the thing.
mm, that's very true.
Mm, mm,
So, according to you, right, what does it take
mm.
for a traditional business to attain success in such a business innovation project? Does it take a mindset change or any important skill set?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
We have to trust ourselves and never forget our original intention. Although we do face a lot of challenge, but we never had the intention of giving up because the business and our heritage has too much value for us to lose them.
mm,
So these are like the important steps for us to move forward. Only when the journey is ongoing, then can the authenticity and also heritage be sustainable.
yeah, there's
Yeah,
been like such a. It sounds like there's been so much history behind it. It's definitely something to feel a pity of if you just let it die like that, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Correct.
definitely. So, how is the customers' response to the brand ever since you launched the e-commerce line of the instant Hainan tea? How is it?
Most of their regular customer actually give their fully support to us.
Hmm,
They share and promote our products to their friends.
I see.
And during the MCO, when dine-in is strictly prohibited, our retail pack becomes their only choice, which we are really appreciate their support. Yeah, correct.
Ah, right. So
Yeah.
yeah, that became a very interesting alternative, especially when yeah,
Mm,
when you mentioned no dining in was allowed during the MCO, right?
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
So that
mm,
probably also helped your business during the lockdown.
yeah. Yeah, they also take our product as a the souvenir
Mm,
represent KL to their overseas friends. Yeah, they
right,
tell
right.
them, this is the taste of KL. Then.
Yeah, it's a good token to let them know that you're still there
mm,
for them to
mm,
be aware of how they are.
mm,
Yeah, that's a very good
mm,
initiative.
mm,
So, with the recent COVID-19 situation, as we know it,
mm,
F&B is no doubt one of the most
mm,
affected industry. So, other than the instant package, right, was the
mm.
innovation transformation enough to help your business tide through the pandemic?
Yep. We were actually glad that we act fast enough throughout, even before the pandemic hit. Although it's a very hard time for us, all of us have already worked very hard to get it through. And thanks God, we are seeing some legs at the end of the turnaround. Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm,
Nice to hear.
mm.
And finally, what are your current plans for the future of Weng Koh?
For now, brand enhancement and also the product expansion are still our key objectives, especially for our signature Hainan tea. As our vision and mission is we want to share our great quality Hainan tea and make it be a part of a lifestyle of everyone in the world. We have also created a new beverage culture by promoting a selection of Hainan tea. We want to give everyone a new choice of taste beside their ordinary taste of coffee and tea. Now you got a different choice called Hainan tea. Yeah. For the past 50 years, Awingo has garnered the support of many peoples, and we hope to continue engaging the people in our future endeavors and make this special taste the pride of Kuala Lumpur and Malaysia. We also wish for more people to come to try our product and experience a huge part of the true Kuala Lumpur taste.
All
This is
right.
our mission and vision. Yeah, it's a very big.
Very, yeah. These plans that you mentioned to me certainly sounds pretty promising to me. Yeah. So,
Mm.
um,
Have to work hard, very hard.
yep, definitely sounds like
Mm.
a lot of effort there. But
Mm.
anyway, thanks for your time again with us, Jackie. Really
Thank you, Cleve.
appreciate you for sharing with us your story on how
Mm.
you adapted your business to the modern world. So, to those of you out there watching this episode, I hope that you have learned something from Jackie's story on how she actually adapted her traditional business to the modern world. So, hopefully, you've learned some things out of the story as well. So, for now, hope to see you again for the next episode. Stay safe, take care, and stay positive. Goodbye.